everyone. I want to talk about betrayal, and not just from a partner, but from your child, sibling, parent, etc. And if we look back at biblical times, and most individuals who live in the United States and other countries know about Christmas, how we celebrate Christmas, and the birth of Jesus, and this and that. And when it goes on to Easter, when he passed away and rose from the dead. And if we talk about Jesus, who is a God in man form, if you look at his 12 disciples and consider Judas, the one who betrayed Jesus, it is not uncommon for betrayal to happen. All of us have a Judas in our life, and sometimes we don't know about that until it may be a bit too late. I don't know about you, but when I was betrayed by my children and they walked away, and that was over a decade ago, we seem to think if we have children, raise them, pour ourselves into them, and love them, that there's no possible way they could betray us. And when we look further, and sometimes it happens that there's someone in our life that has never really cared for us, or who's never really been kind to us, or you were married to someone who abused you. And let's just talk about DNA. My children might have part of my DNA, but they also have their biological father's DNA as well. And if their biological parent opposite of you is not kind, whether we like to believe it or not, our children will hold those traits and may carry out living a certain way, even if we've primarily raised them by ourselves. So betrayal is not uncommon, even from the beginning of time on. I don't know what to say about it, but initially, it's a hard pill to swallow. These people that I loved and poured myself into walked away and cut me out of their lives and are betraying me through social media, through other people. They're talking about me, they're spreading lies. And to this I say, sometimes you just have to let them go. You have to accept them as they are. And you have to realize you're not worthy of being treated in an unkind manner unless you're an unkind person. That's all there is to it. I know I'm a kind and loving, empathetic, compassionate type of person where if I see someone hurt, I stop and ask them if they need help. That's what I mirrored for my daughters, and that's what was mirrored in my life for me through my grandmothers. So there's no way in hell that I'm going to allow anyone the opportunity to not treat me with basic human kindness and respect. And most important, I have the right to choose my relationships as well. Just because you don't want me in your life doesn't mean I necessarily want you in my life. And there's nothing wrong with that. We can part ways and wish each other well. But I'm going to let you go with love. I'm going to say, I'm going to give you to this world. I'm going to believe my higher power will look over you. And that's all there is to it. The hate you have towards me, that's for you to answer to when you go to sleep at night. And just remember, when you cut someone out of your life who has been kind, that manifests itself in your heart and in your home. So when you're around your children and you're talking and speaking negatively about one of your parents who has been kind to you, you're passing on a generational hate. And that is really, really tough to come back from. When you have children and you're telling your children, well, my mom, your grandma's a terrible person, that's really tough. When they have known grandma or grandpa as being kind and loving and wonderful, it's just poison. So anyways, that's something to think about. And I choose not to drink the poison. I don't want that apple that was carried by the snow. Eat the apple. I don't want to eat that apple. No, thank you. So anyways, that's all I've got, and I'll be back.